the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we'll get to see a battle for conference superiority. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings.
Coming up next.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Great to have you with us in this primetime battle. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Under the lights, we'll be putting in the spotlight the running backs. These are two teams, Greg, with backs who can tote it and carry it and make guys miss. They're going to give us a fun old-school game on the ground here tonight.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, Mike, because, I mean, how many of these games have you and I done where we start out saying, all right, the quarterbacks, the wide receiver, these two electric passing games, that's how these offenses are built. But now we have a little bit of a throwback, and for two teams that unapologetically say, we are going to run our offense through the running back position, we don't see that so often anymore. So for two guys like us that understand and appreciate the legacy and the history of this game, I think it's kind of fun.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They'll be led out by the veterans, still going. Former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023, it's Joe Flacco.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And nothing doing on that run. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early third down coming up.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
You look middle, and he's got his man complete. 13 yards on the catch there. That's good for a Colts first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Here's 1st and 10. On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial it.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And when it comes to Turner, you're talking about a guy, Mike, that was the SEC Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, that probably says all you need to know. First-team All-American with 10 sacks, and he has a rare combination of length, but he's also very strong at the point of attack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Flacco. To the left side and taken in by Downs. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. Here's Flacco to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They go right back to Taylor. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll run here with Taylor. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Again, it'll be Taylor. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. 2nd and inches, you're thinking the first down is pretty much a formality, but not for this defense. They pack it in tight, they sell out on the run, and they're going to force this team to snap it again on 3rd down.
They'll try and run. Here's Taylor. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return, it's Brandon Powell. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft out of USC. It's Sam Darnold.
I think it's fair to say that the trajectory of his career hasn't gone exactly according to plan, but you don't get drafted as the 3rd overall pick unless you have a ridiculous amount of talent. He's bounced around a few places throughout his career. He's had some ups and downs, but when he's on his game, he is as talented a thrower as there is in the NFL, and an impressive outing today could go a long way in making him back a full-time starter.
That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
And after parting ways with the Packers, Jones kind of surprised some by staying in the NFC North. He signs with Minnesota, and he joins an offense that is loaded with talented skill players. So if he can continue to be the playmaker he's been throughout his career, they've got themselves a nice young group here in Minnesota, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll put Addison in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. This is Jones. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He's got a receiver. It's Addison. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And he'll take it on in. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. And the Vikings come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Anthony Gould now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing, Flacco. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Griffin. And And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. On the ground now with Jones. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. To return is Dallas Flowers. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Cameron Bynum up from the secondary to make the play. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll let the quarterback keep it here on the zone read. And he's going to be about a yard short of the first, getting it up to the 36.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Here's third down and a few inches. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He gets this complete to Mitchell. 17 yards on that connection. First down, Indianapolis.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
In trouble, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll toss this right side to Taylor. Third and long. Flacco. And this one is caught by Pierce. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
Gay's kick is good. And the Colts are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Howell now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Here's Darnold. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Josh Downs set to return for the Colts. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. It was Jihad Ward there to bring him down. Second down and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Catch made. That's Woods. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Flacco to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Here's Powell to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Vikings offense and Aaron Jones set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Off the play fake, here's Darnold. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it's going to be 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Darnold now to throw. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Darnold to throw again. To the right side, he's got Hockenson, his tight end. He's going to have a Vikings first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Darnold again. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's caught left side by Hockenson. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 10. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. The Vikings got a solid first-half outing by their veteran quarterback, Sam Darnold. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They run it once more with Jones. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Got a man, that's Sherfield. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
This one brought in by Hawkinson.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go play action with Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. They get 15 on that game. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
And after battling some injuries a year ago, Mike, Justin Jefferson, I know he's certainly looking forward to getting back to producing at the ridiculous level that we've come to expect out of him. I mean, even with last year's limitations, he still eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark, and barring something dramatic, you got to imagine he's going to do it again this year.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Again, it's Jones. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
They try and run for the 1st down with Jones.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run. It's Jones. He'll get about 2. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now a handoff. Jones. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now, Darnold. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Now, this looks like a design run, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain 1 additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Good blocking, and he's in. Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Minnesota.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Reichert now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings move out to a 24-10 lead. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Colts offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll run here with Taylor. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Now Flacco. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. That's caught! And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll go again here with Taylor. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. They need 8 as they come up for third down. To throw is Flacco. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Josh Downs. Touchdown, Indy. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts back within 7. It's 24-17. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Howell now to bring it back. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Throwing, Darnold. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. A throw on the move is caught. 12 yards on that hookup. 1st down, Minnesota.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. On the handoff, Jones. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the give, it's Jones. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Darnold to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
To throw again is Darnold. That one, taken in. Trent Sherfield. Touchdown, Vikings. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. It's up and through. The Vikings will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Flowers now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Colts offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Flacco to throw. The open man is the tight end, Granson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Flacco to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here's Flacco. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Flacco. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And that is incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. He's got it at the 3. And he will score! Game on! Anthony Gould! Touchdown, Indianapolis. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Howell now to bring it back. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And 3rd down coming up.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. That one good for 15 and a 1st down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that 2nd foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
And a short pickup here, brought down just shy of midfield. Here's Darnold. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. It's a gain of 19 in the air. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right, and this ball's not thrown on time, you're going to end up watching that defender take this thing backfield away.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Reichert now to add the extra point. His kick is good, and the Vikings tack on one more to their lead. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Throwing, Flacco. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
It is second down and 5. Back to the air one more time. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The sound deafening in the dome. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go.
And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much. And that should wrap this one up.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on fourth down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now Jones. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. In motion, it's Jefferson. Running left, it's Jones. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. On the ground now with Jones. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. And they convert on third down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.
For this.